Testing. Your plumbles a little bit. You're not on at all. There you go.
What should I test, Jesse? Hey, Bill. Bill's being needy. Billiam.
What should I test? What should I test? What should I test? Stop it. Okay. We're good to go. Shit chillin'. Shit. I ain't got no damn. I ain't got no burrito. I got. Sitting at the dinner table one night, and I go, Logan, say this. I ain't got no burrito. And he starts laughing, and I go, say it. Say, I ain't got no burrito. And he goes, I ain't got no burrito. So him and I were just saying that back and forth to each other and laughing. It's good times. We had a good time. Hey, Google. Play 80s pop. Hey, Google. Stop. Where's it coming from, Nick? It's all around us.
Where do you have it?
It's just right up there on the ledge. I didn't know if it would work, actually. Yeah, it's a real salad tosser. I Dunkin' Donuts coffee stout. Probably be a nice change up after this. Shane Kane.
I can't think of
Who's that?
JJ Watt.
His talk has kind of died down this year. You know, people don't talk about him. A Hunter is only a half a second. Get it right, Bill? But yeah, he's had a sack in every game. Pleasant surprise coming in the next couple weeks here. Right, William Bontopoulos. Jean. William Jean is not my lover. It's just a cat who wants me to pet him. Bzz, bzz. Better get in position. What the hell? Bill. Meh. Brrr. Come on and let's join the party where fun never ends. Come on and let's join the party. It's Garfield and Friends. Garfield and Friends. Happy Acres. You didn't like Orson?
I always wanted to watch Garfield.
You didn't like Sheldon?
Garfield, Jesse.
You didn't like that one lamb who was like, "Yeah, man, I think we should."
I didn't like any of them. I love my pregnant wife, huh?
It's a comfortable
She
shirt.
preggers?
No, it's just a comfortable shirt. It causes quite a stir in the neighborhood when I'm mowing in it. That's the T-Bulls game. Teague? Wait.
K-A-T.
Cat? Big Cat?
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns airballed it 3 times and took himself out of the game.
Yeah. Told the coach, take him out.
That team is so dysfunctional. I wish, god dang, they suck and they're always going to suck. It's like they can't do anything. Pretty disheartening, actually. You ready to do this, Smother Puss?
Yeah, I'm just Mother Puss.
That's a debut. That's a worldwide debut. I've never used that ever in my life. I just thought of it.
Like it. I'm ready when you are, mother fudger.
Then let's fudge and do it.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. I know the music was playing.
No.
Fuck.
You still had your shot, so I didn't want to die.
Bad.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey guys,
Hi.
how are you?
What's the haps?
Juice Nation.
Juice Nation, what is up?
This is Nick,
This is Jesse.
and we're here for Pro Football Juice Podcast.
Yes, Pro Football Juice episode 101.
Oh, 101 motherfucker.
It's time for you guys to learn.
Yep. It's week 8 of the NFL season, which means it's the night of the mid-season pre-jacks.
Mid-season pre-jacks?
Yeah, it's
I just call them mid-juicies, right?
Mid-jacks?
Mid-juicies? I don't know. What do I
Mid-juices?
What do I have them written down here as? I have it written down as I usually
I tweeted
do.
out as a pre-jack. Hashtag pre-jack.
I just call them the mid-juicies.
We're going to get some weird people checking out our tweet with
pre-jack?
Pre-jack.
Oh, pre-jack? I want to look at pre-jacks.
So, you guys might be asking yourself, mid-season pre-juicers, I wonder what...
How would one celebrate the pre-jacks?
How would one celebrate, Jesse?
It's an excellent question.
That is an excellent
That is
question.
an excellent question.
Maybe this will answer that question for you. Yeah, Bellator.
Nice.
We did that without being afraid of it at all.
We weren't afraid of it.
Nope, not even a
Who's
little.
afraid of the champagne pop? The champagne pop. Champagne pop.
I'm not afraid of the champagne pop.
Tra la 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 la.
Cheers, Jesse.
Cheers.
Ting ting.
Tank tanks.
Ooh, that was a good tank.
That was a tank.
Oh, you.
Numalicious. This podcast brought to you by Bellator Gras Spumant Sparkling Wine.
Oh, good.
Over 250 awards won by Bellator. I probably didn't know that. Probably didn't even know that.
I burped so hard my eyes watered.
Freaking jerk weasels. Listen to this.
Okay.
Also brought to you by this.
Oh yay! Jesse's team keeps winning.
Hooray! It was a rough go at the start, but we're starting to bring it back around. Even though they're still worrying me a lot. They still worry me quite a bit.
I don't think you dodged the bullet though, not keeping Case Keenum, huh? Or do you just think he's just not working in that system?
I think he's hard to say because we also lost Shermer. We lost Shermer.
Your eyes bugged out there. Full tongue sticking out too.
We lost Shermer. We lost Keenum. I don't know. It's hard to say. Who knows? All I know.
Shermer's flaming out in New York.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. So maybe it was just like good all around, like everything worked, and now
but this is Shermer's second chance that he's so far pissing away.
Well, he shouldn't have left like a stupid bitch. He should have stayed and tried to get some glory out of it, but he didn't. And now we have a better quarterback who's pretty much like in the top 5 in almost all the categories in the NFL currently.
Wow.
So I was pretty
some mouth-watering burps, man.
definitely. I was looking up like stats the other day just to see like where everyone was because I was curious to see how who's close to Thielen right now.
Yeah.
And so I see that Matt Ryan, as far as passing yards goes, Matt Ryan is number 1. Then it's Patrick Mahomes. Then it's Kirk Cousins, number 3. And then receiving yards, Thielen's got 822, but Julio's got 812.
That's pretty freaking good in 8 games.
Yeah. Well, he's gotten 100 yards in every game.
7
in
games.
7 games.
7
yeah.
games.
He's gotten 100 yards in every single game so far.
Yeah.
Record. I mean, I picked him as the
Does
say what player of the week
Does
last
Zeke
time.
still lead the league
or-
in rushing?
Say what player of the week? What?
Does Zeke still lead the league in rushing?
Did he?
He was.
Oh no! Oh no! Todd Gurley right now has 686 yards, and Ezekiel Elliott has 619. So he dropped by about 70 yards, ish. And Saquon Barkley's 4th.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Ooh, I was wrong. Aaron Donald has 8 sacks, and Danielle Hunter has 8 as well. So they're tied.
Oh.
What happened? What, Lawrence? Wasn't he up there? Wasn't he leading there for
He
a little
hasn't
bit?
had a sack in like 3 games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sucks. I will give you $3,000 if you can, without looking up, tell me who's. Oh, never mind. There's
Nope.
the
you
top.
Finish the question.
Okay, fine. Tell me who is leading in interceptions. There's 5 of them
There are 5 people
that are tied right now, and that's just not the complete list. It's just showing the top 5.
Derwin James.
How many do you think they are? How many do you think interceptions is it? The number.
5.
It's 3.
Oh.
It seems very low to me.
Does seem kind of low, but I don't know.
I guess it's only halfway. So, we know you're wrong already.
Oh, okay.
Trey Boston, Giggles Dix, Kyle Fuller, Xavier Howard, and or Xavier Howard, I don't know, and Dante Jackson.
None of those people I would have had on my list.
No, yeah, Giggles Dix is a friggin' safety.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So is Trey
Giggles
Boston,
Dix.
isn't he? Anywho, so what do you want to do first, you bitch?
I don't know. What do you want to do, bitch?
Let's.
Oh, fuck.
There he is. Pretty as a picture. Fine, I'm doing it. I'm not even gonna acknowledge you. I'm just gonna play the song.
It's the Brandon McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brandon McManus.
So, okay. Who do you have for your...
I don't know, Jesse.
Great.
I'm gonna just do this as a little bit of news as well. Amari Cooper, because he got traded to a better team,
Good for him. I hope he turns his whole career around.
a team where he'll be appreciated. It's not a team where he's gonna like because we have a horrible coaching staff.
Well, he came from pretty horrible coaching
Yeah,
staff from
that's
what
true.
I understand. I chose Marlon Mack.
Oh, piss! That would have been a good one.
Because he's, this is his second game back, and he got 126 yards, 1 touchdown, 33 yards of receiving, and also a receiving touchdown.
Lamar Miller could have also been up there.
Yeah, he had a pretty good game.
I always like weekly want to go Holmes.
You weekly want to go home?
Mahomes.
Oh.
But yeah, pretty much same thing.
C. Collins.
Oh, right when I thought that was going to be a simple boo ops, you amaze me once again, sir.
That's a shout out to Bootsy Collins, wherever you may be. Wherever you may be.
Wherever you are today, Bootsy.
So, yeah, no. I think this is probably one of the first weeks. No, I did Patrick Mahomes. I think I already did him, which is why I won't pick him again. But like since him, I've done basically all Vikings players.
Oh God.
Let's go. I have some notes here.
Okay.
So just since we already talked about it, I'll just get it out of the way because everyone loves it anyway. So people just listen to this and then shut the podcast off. Dalvin Cook is not expected to play until week 11.
Yeah. How do you feel about that situation? Because it's a lost season. He hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I think he was my pick for comeback player of the year in the pre-jacks.
Yeah.
And now he hasn't done dick all. He hasn't done shiz. I'm pretty upset about it, and I'm like, is this just gonna be him? Is this his career? Is his career gonna be? Is he just gonna be like a injury-prone back, and that's that? I mean, thank God we have Latavius Murray. So I don't know. I'm not very happy about it, but maybe he just needs to. I don't know.
Who's behind Latavius Murray?
We have 2. We have Mike Boone and Rock Thomas, which are pretty. They're pretty good for third down backs or for third string backs, third and fourth.
Latavius
And they
Murray
kind of
kind of
used
sucked all season
and
though,
they kind
until
of
recently.
well, yeah. I mean, I think the offensive line is finally kind of gelling and getting together.
You gelling?
Yeah. And
Met
but
Dylan, I'm
but
so
even
jelly.
then, like one of our offensive linemen, Tom Compton, went out with an MCL sprain during the game, which sucks. City of Compton. Everson Griffin is back in the training facility.
I saw that.
He's back.
Do you think people
the
are keeping
sack
their
daddy?
distance?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone was really like. I don't think everyone was too worried about it. Honestly.
Ooh, can I talk about Chad Kelly?
Now you may. Yes.
Is that on your news? Because I would
It
totally love to
is
tackle that
on
one.
my news. The Broncos.
Just because it's
yeah.
been fun.
Yeah, it's so weird. Go ahead.
So Chad Kelly, the backup, Case Keenum's backup, the backup quarterback for the Broncos, was cut today because on Monday, Von Miller had a Halloween party. Chad Kelly got too drunk. Was it Monday or Sunday?
I thought it was Monday. Probably Monday morning though. You know something.
Yeah. So he got too drunk. He blacked out, I guess, and then he was found sitting in some random person's living room. He was arrested for criminal trespassing, and then he was cut today.
I didn't know the. I didn't know the Von Miller Halloween party.
I didn't know that either until today.
That's great.
That he got too drunk and that.
I mean,
but
that
then
sucks for him because he didn't he just get signed with them?
No, he's been there for a little bit, but they've been talking about how he's going to replace Case Keenum because Keenum's not doing well and the season's lost, so they might as well start him. So he was just about to start, and then he went and got drunk and went in and broke into someone's house that wasn't his.
Sucks. That sucks for him, man. If you got to feel like a. I mean, you got to feel like a total horse's ass. A complete horse's ass.
I kind of thought every team every time there's a quarterback available, I just think Buffalo's going to sign him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Buffalo, well, now Denver needs a quarterback. Paxton Lynch is visiting with the Titans, I believe.
Yeah. I mentioned, I tweeted at Jeremy Paxton Lynch should go back to the Broncos.
Yeah. Well, so the Broncos had ties at one point to Colin Kaepernick. Like they were one of the few teams that like contacted him at one point.
Did you see what Malcolm Jenkins said today in his interview?
I did not.
Because the Eagles play the Jaguars this week, and in his press conference or whatever, he said, looking at the game tape for the team that we play this week, I can see that Colin Kaepernick should be starting in this league.
Yeah, the yearly benching of Blake Bortles, who keeps
benched
a
for
job,
Cody Kessler,
who keeps getting a job somehow. Yeah, Cody Kessler, by the way, who couldn't man the ship of the Browns,
but
the winless Browns. I should say
he was the only one though who drove the Jaguars down the field for a touchdown, and that touchdown was sweet.
I didn't see it. Who did it?
It was Kessler's touchdown.
Yeah, but who would he throw it to?
Oh, who did get? Oh, I think it was David Njoku.
What?
Nope, that was the Browns.
Yeah.
David Njoku got a touchdown.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't remember who he threw it to. Because it wasn't
Was it D.D. Westbrook?
no, it wasn't
Was it
Westbrook.
Keelan Cole?
It wasn't Moncrief. It wasn't Keelan Cole. I think it was either the running back or their tight end. I'm not really sure. And it
I don't
wasn't-
really care. Yeldon?
No.
Speaking of that, though, Carlos Hyde is now a Jag.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he didn't play, which really effed me last week. And
Did you
then
start him?
no, because I found out that he wasn't going to play, so I was like, "Whoa, shiz!" I think this is what made me put my Marlon Mack in one of them. So I was like, "Oh, that worked out well." But yeah, he tried to f me over because I didn't learn until it was super late that he wasn't going to play. So he should play this week.
Read this champagne thing.
I think that Carlos Hyde is a good addition for them.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't know if Fournette's going to even play much more this season. They're talking about keeping him out through the bye, so he'd be back week 10, but he hasn't played at all this season so far anyway.
Yeah, and on the other hand, though, I do feel a little bit sorry for Carlos Hyde. He's really young still. What is he, like 26? 25?
No.
I think he's
Hold on, let me
super
check.
young. And he keeps just getting freaking jockeyed around where he should be a starting running back, and now they traded him to
28.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fine. Anyway, he's still good. Oh no.
He's good.
Yeah. So, but he should be a starter somewhere, but he keeps getting kicked around. It's kind of annoying. I'd be super annoyed if I were him. But anyway, do you want to talk about I wanted to kind of tie something in here. I want to talk about the Giants and the Raiders kind of together, but let's talk about the Giants moves first.
Okay.
So the Giants traded Eli Apple to New Orleans for a 4th and a 7th round pick. And then just today they traded Damon Snacks Harrison.
Which
the
so I thought I
Lions
saw
for a
that
5th
he
rounder.
was like ranked top against the run in the league right now.
That could be. He's money.
Yeah. Excuse me.
When we were
But they
playing
didn't-
Madden, I always got him. I always
But
picked
they
him
didn't
up.
trade him for anything like huge.
No,
right?
they traded him for.
It was like a 5th round
When
pick?
I saw that, I was like, "Holy crap! You could have gotten him for a 5th rounder."
It was a 5th round pick.
Yeah,
right?
it was a 5th round pick.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You trade a 5th round pick for someone that you don't necessarily think is going to pan out.
Right. And he was like, I don't know. I think that's crazy. He's rated really high in Madden, right?
No,
and like I just assumed he was really good. Although I do think he kind of has a shitty attitude in the locker room. From what
how
I
old is
understand.
he?
I don't know. He can't be.
Because Eli Apple's young, so like what I'm kind of curious is why they're shipping off these younger, like these younger, like key pieces of their defense.
He is 29.
Oh, okay, he's not that young.
No, but he's a defensive tackle. Those guys. I mean,
Yeah, he's probably
they
got another.
they play
4
they play a
seasons.
while. Them and like offensive linemen and stuff. They play for a while.
But Eli Apple's in his third year of his rookie deal, or his second?
I don't know. When was he drafted? I don't know. Anyway, the Giants cleared $7.9 million of their 2019 cap, and now with those two moves, and now they have $33 million in cap space next year. And they'd add another $17 million if they traded or released or Eli retired. So if Eli leaves, they have $50 million in cap space.
Jesus. Do you think this is Eli's last season? He's bad.
The public outcry and like the
I think he's bad now. Anyway,
well, yeah, I mean,
he has no offensive line. He's got
what are you gonna do? Get a rookie in there and then have him get murdered?
yeah, but I can't say he doesn't have weapons because he's got weapons.
Yeah, Ingram's been injured a little bit. That hurts, but he's got Sterling Shepard. He's got
and Odell Beckham Jr.
and
He's got
Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I mean, what they need to do is, I don't know. I just feel like they're tanking it. I think they're trying to tank it. But I mean, getting rid of 2 of your top defensive players isn't going to help you out. It clears cap space. I mean, do they think that there's going to be another quarterback available that they can snag with all that cap space?
What if they trade for Derek Carr?
See, I was thinking that as well. Excuse me, which kind of ties into the. I don't know if I've ever, I don't know if I've ever said
we
excuse
never
me.
said excuse me after burping in this, and you're so proper about it there. Excuse me.
Excuse me, juice. But I don't. So I think they're sort of tanking, but I think they might be gearing up for something big. But as we said, the trade deadline is this week.
Like 6 days.
So I always thought it was week 7 on Madden.
I think it's next Tuesday.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's stuff going down, which is cool. Like you were saying earlier, usually it feels like it's more quiet, but now it's...
Yeah, I feel like this season's been pretty hopping because you got Snack and then Eli Apple, Carlos Hyde, and then Amari Cooper was traded for a first-round draft.
Oh, yeah, we didn't really talk about that, but let's, because we're moving into Oakland now.
I was excited about Amari Cooper going to the Cowboys until I found out it was like 2019 first-round draft pick. 2020 first-round draft pick, okay.
Still not good.
It's not great, no.
Still not good.
The only thing that gives me solace is the fact that he's 24, so he's still very young. He's got at least 8 more
So
years
you have
left in him.
you have this year and you have next year with him, and then you have to decide
Then we
what
have to
you're
pay him
gonna do.
again. Yeah, I mean, then we have to sign him to a bigger contract.
I read this
Right around the same time that we'd have to sign Zeke and Dak, I think, too.
on Bleacher Report. I don't know if you saw this. There was this whole thing about this guy who wrote a little blurb about how he has no idea why the Cowboys did it.
Really?
Yeah, and it was just like they're gonna have to pay him if he's good. If he's not, they're still gonna have to pay him some, like because he's a young guy that he has potential and this and
Yeah.
that. And they have zero cap room, and they're gonna have to pay Zeke, and they're gonna have to pay Dak Prescott. So what do you get? What do you do at that point?
Yeah. And what I'm kind of hoping for is by next Tuesday, I find out Sean Lee's been traded, because so we're 1-3 with Sean Lee on the field. When Sean Lee's on the field, Vander Esch isn't on the field, and Vander Esch is having a pretty good rookie season. So Sean Lee is. I want to find out how much Sean Lee goes against our cap.
You also have to see if you're going to get any, if he's owed money, then you would they might not be able to. So you do that, and I will go on.
So we have
go ahead.
from this season and then next season, and we're paying him $7 million a year.
So is next season his fifth year, his fifth year option?
He costs $11 million against the cap.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about
right now.
Sean
Lee.
Sean Lee, yeah.
This year he's an $11 million cap hit. Next year 14. 10. Oh, sorry, 12. Good God. 11 and then 10. He's $14 million in dead cap if we cut him.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Did you say 14 million?
$14 million of dead cap space.
Oh, then you cannot cut him.
No.
Holy cow. Wow. I wonder if that clears if they retire, because that's not really under your control, right? I wonder if he forfeits that money if he retires.
I don't know. I've been curious about that because you see those articles where teams are trying to get back pay or signing bonuses from people who just retire, like Vontae Davis.
Right. Well, that was I don't know, but if it's guaranteed in your contract, I don't know, there's got to be clauses though, like a games played or not. No, that wouldn't count because that would go against your injury. Boots. So
you're all about bootsy tonight, huh?
Yeah, I guess. So let's see. Also, well, as we know, Gruden traded away. Oh, no. Okay. Players are losing faith in Gruden. I read this. And they're pissed off with how Cooper trade went down because Gruden had told them, the team, that Cooper wasn't going to be traded. And all of a sudden, boom, he's traded.
Yeah. And they told him right after practice, right?
I don't know about that.
I thought I saw that he came off the field of practice. Other players found out via text. And Cooper found out. They pulled him off the practice field and told him he had been traded to Dallas.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I know it's a business, but how players are told and treated. Well, Bryce Butler, in a corresponding move, was cut by the Cowboys, and he was pulled off they had gotten back from DC, and then as he was coming off the plane, they told him he was cut.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
but I guess that's just oh boy, holy cow!
Oh my God!
Good Lord. That's a big one. Oh, I lost it. That was crazy. That was a huge bubble in my throat.
Oh my God!
Hey, that's caught on tape. I taped it.
It is
on cassette. So I've heard that Carl Joseph is still on the trading block, and also that Derek Carr may as well be, and he's because the Raiders in general have lost faith in him. He's lost the locker room. People thought he cried on the field.
Yeah.
In the Seattle game, and it did look like he cried on the field.
It did.
But so Carl Joseph could be gone. Derek Carr could be gone. I heard an interesting theory today that Gruden came back, took all that money to be the coach to exact revenge on the Raiders because they traded him to the Buccaneers in 2001. So he came back to the Raiders so he could tank them.
God, that'd be awesome.
That would be ultimate revenge. Thanks for my millions of dollars. I will see you later.
He is taking that team though. Like it's bad.
That team is horrible. That team's horrible, and they're definitely tanking that team.
Like it's interesting.
There's
that
no
we're
doubt
doing
in my
the,
mind.
Mid-season juicers tonight because one of our categories is worst team, and Oakland is like in my top 4 of worst teams right now.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if I were to give my 4, it would be Raiders, Cardinals, Bills. Maybe I'll just do my top 3.
Maybe we'll do top 3 as well.
Yeah, because 4, I can't
think of a 4th either.
They're there though. But anyway,
Broncos.
I wouldn't put them in 4, but yeah, they suck.
Broncos suck. They've got Von Miller.
It's rough out there.
They're talking about possibly trading Chris Harris. Like they've got like Emmanuel Sanders, sure, but like they constantly they can never find a quarterback who could actually hold their own.
Yeah,
since Peyton. Seriously, Jeremy, I know you're listening.
Giants.
To this. When are you going to turn on John Elway? Because
the Giants, though, they're down there.
Ooh, yeah.
See, when I think about power rankings and stuff, I do. I used to listen to a Ross Tucker podcast a lot, and he always said that when he did power rankings, he would always think about the teams playing each other and like best out of 10 who would come out on top when they played each other. And so that's how I kind of like determine. I do the same thing when I determine who I think is worse than the other people. So like the Niners are down there for me.
So I was looking at the rankings of each team, and the Niners. Yeah, I feel like they've had close games. They've been in most of the games.
Well, so have the Browns.
It's true.
The Browns, I think, are still one of the worst teams, but they've been in.
But I wouldn't put them.
They've been in overtime games in 4 of the 7 games.
I honestly, did you hear Hugh Jackson's thinking about having more control of the offense? Like, because he thinks that's going to help, though it's not going to help.
It's not going to help at all.
No.
The Jets are down there.
Hey!
Oh, look at this son of a bitch.
What up, motherfucker?
He's a survivor.
He's a
survivor. He gonna get her. What's the name of that hurricane? Wilma?
Florence?
That just went through.
There was another hurricane?
No, the one that you were in.
Oh, the one that Dan and I drove through and scared away and turned into a tropical depression. And 8 tornadoes. We stopped 8 tornadoes. It was Florence. We know her name. She's got our fucking number.
He survived it.
Yeah.
Not Nick.
Oh, I survived it on a motorcycle.
S. McKeg. Real original username. Anywho.
Yeah, Scott. You gotta go something like Pickle Dick 69.
Queef Master 0. What was that? What did I just call you? Smother Puss? I dare you to go out and try to create a new Twitch account called Smother Puss.
We could change our PlayStation 4 handles. I'm gonna change mine to Smother Puss
and see if it's taken. I would love to know if
Smother Puss
that is taken. No, just Smother Puss straight up. Pickle Dick 69 is taken.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, listen.
What? Scott, we just got done talking about your Niners.
Yeah.
We were really talking about how they're 1-6, but they've been in the majority of their games.
Even without Grap.
Yeah.
And Breida's been pissing it. And McKinnon didn't even take the field.
Do you think, yeah, that's true. Do you think when Garoppolo comes back, they'll try to trade Beathard, or do you think that Beathard's going to stay?
I think that the Vikings ruined them. Garoppolo's like, oh, look at me. I came in and I have $1 million and I was on my hot streak. And then we just told him to shut his face and sit down. And then he did. And now he's injured. You think that Beathard will get a chance to start somewhere? Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking you if you think the Niners will try to trade Beathard. I think Beathard means too much to the Niners right now as a backup that they'll want to trade him. But he's been playing decent ball.
I feel like he's in a Nick Foles situation right now.
Yeah, that's a good
Well, especially since Gropsey's went down with a
I think
ACL.
he's gonna be a career backup. Like he'll be a Brian Hoyer.
Calm down, Smotherpuss.
Smotherpuss is talking to us about how this used to be a football podcast. Now he's saying now porn terms.
First of all, that's not a
Fucking
porn
case.
term. All right.
Smotherpuss?
I've never heard. First, that's a me original. I just came up with that tonight.
It's true.
And it's never been said.
Right at the beginning of the podcast, he called me Smotherpuss for some reason. I got hard. We had a laugh. It was
We laughed about how small business. Anyway,
Jesse would know.
I have seen it. Okay, so from at NFL Research, Todd Gurley has 22 TDs over the last 10 games. The same number of TDs in the same stretch of games, the last 10 games, as the entire Packers offense.
It's funny that you're mentioning this comparing Todd Gurley to the Packers offense.
Well, here's the thing. Todd Gurley and the Rams play Green Bay this week.
Oh.
It's topical.
Seriously, so I will stand by my statement that you will never that Aaron Rodgers, because he can continue, because he demands as much money as he wants, as he does, they can't build a team around him. I don't know if he's ever going to go to a Super Bowl again.
Like Andrew Luck in the Colts situation.
Yeah, dude, Luck is going to break a record for him for pass attempts in his first season back after 2 seasons.
Who did what?
Luck.
Did what?
He's throwing like 50 times.
Oh yeah, it's because they got no. Well, now they have like
Because they got no run game.
That's because Marlon Mack is back and he's doing. What?
Marlon Mack is back.
Marlon Mack is back, and he's running the ball with a vengeance.
How far are we on? We should probably do these.
We're half an hour in. We're halfway there. We got plenty of time. Patrick Peterson wants to be traded like a bitch.
Not anymore.
Well, he wanted to be traded. They said it wasn't going to happen. So now he's like, I just want to be a team player.
Apparently, he talked to the owner. Like the owner had him in for like a 30-minute meeting, and they assured him that the team was going to start winning. How can you assure? But here's the thing. Okay. Patrick Peterson was just like, okay, and then he came
Sounds great.
and released that press conference that he's a team player.
He's like, that's all I wanted.
I just
want to win. Since he said we're gonna, so
hey
perfect.
Jesse, we're gonna win the lottery someday.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah.
Then I'll just quit my job then.
Yeah,
I'll just quit my job. I'll just quit my job.
Quit it now. Be a full-time ticket scratcher.
Yeah, might as well. Blah Paul's out at least 8 games.
It's not a funny thing.
He got placed on IR. It's really not funny.
No, because it's possibly career ending.
Yeah. Oh God, you're right. I forgot about that part. Oh my God, he hurt his neck, and it could be he's gonna get surgery in his neck, and he could be like gone forever. Just because I just Blah Paul. It's such a fun way to say it. It's not my fault.
Oh, tired, drunk, bored, it all sounds the same.
Yeah.
Blah Paul.
Blah Paul. But I wish him well. In all seriousness.
Hey Scott, are you still there?
Scott. He's right though. Scott said that Beathard probably gets dangled for a pick.
Probably.
Put a little dingle on that dangle. And what do you think he would go for? Because he's a quarterback.
4. A 4th round pick.
He's a quarterback though.
Yeah, but honestly, he kind of just reminds me. He kind of just seems he'd have like a Zach Mettenberger season, or
the problem
I just
is
feel like he'd go to the Titans.
The problem.
Scott said 4th.
Nice. He heard you say it.
Hey, Scott. Hammer there.
Oh. What has he got? A little lady he calls Hammer?
No.
He's talking about his oddly shaped penis.
God, Scott, I hope you call your penis the hammer.
Not sure.
I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming you meant to say true. He didn't, as in he didn't hear you say fourth and he just copying.
Oh.
But I think that is verification that he does call his penis the hammer. I think we can all safely assume. True. He said true when I said he calls his penis the hammer. So we all know now. All right, let's get into these juice dogs.
Hey, 101 episodes. I still enjoy doing this podcast.
Yeah, dog. It's so fun.
We need to. You need to. Scott says we need AA. Scott. For the record,
what?
AA would only work. For
Stop
half
stuttering.
of me. I would need. I would need way more than AA.
Get it?
Another thing. I like drinking too much.
You need AA what, Scott? Batteries? AA, stop stuttering and tell us what we need.
Oh, nice. Nice. So I also kind of wanted to do that. Like, we should do our pre-juices, but Bryce sent me a script.
What?
Pickle.
Rosage?
Yeah, he sent me a little script that I could send you, and we could read it on our podcast. He wants to know what I think of it, and he thinks that I can make it funnier. I think we could make it funnier. It's not a bad idea. It seems right up your alley. It's like all you Osage people were all taught the same way.
We were. Yeah. We literally all went to the same school.
Comedy-wise.
Now, listen to me. My comedy style is unique because it takes a whole bunch of comedy styles and mashes them together.
Yeah.
Now, you hate my comedy style because
I don't hate your comedy.
Because every time we try to write something together, you yell at me.
Scott said every other syllable is a Belgian. That's a good boy.
It's true. He's true.
Tried and true.
Yeah. But because every time I try to write something, you say I go too extreme with everything.
Well, it's because like sometimes you'll just go from 0 to 60 in like a second.
Correct.
It's just like, oh hey, how's it going? It's going pretty well. What the fuck? It's just like,
yes, that was great. Now you're getting it.
oh, oh goodness. I will read you the title before you agree if you want to read it on air.
I don't know if we should read it on air, but we should just. I definitely want to read it.
Man inexplicably forgets where he placed his penis. This is where I have the title.
Excuse me, man. Inexplicably.
What I like about the script, and I want to reread it again. Maybe we'll read it off air, like back and forth. What I like about it is the kind of the conversation between the two is almost like it happens all the time.
Is it just two guys in a room talking about how they lost?
So like this is
penis?
what it looks like. It's very rough. So he's pretty much just got to list it out in that. So this kid that we work with, he's a student that works on Jesse's team. He is the smartest kid I have ever. Like he apparently. The equation from Good Will Hunting that Matt Damon solves, he can solve it. That's right. Scott says he needs a young priest and an old priest. Scott, just for the record, if you're going to have a three-way, maybe don't do it with priests. And a young priest and an old way.
Although it would be easy to have a three-way with a young priest and an old priest, but you're a little bit old.
That's true. That's funny.
I didn't read it all, but
no, it's 3.5 pages.
Oh God!
Oh, the belching.
The belching is a YouTube video that you can look up right now, Scott. I dare you.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it exactly what I think it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scott, do me a favor right now, Scott. I'm talking to you directly into the camera. And go to the YouTubes, right? www.youtube.com and look up the space belchening. Enter. BELCHINENING. The belchening. Look it up. Is that it?
God.
Did you not know there was a thing? What?
Oh my God.
Are you an idiot? I showed it to you like 100. Go rewatch it again.
This is amazing.
Do it again.
Oh, I am.
It's a little clip that there's no way that you didn't know about that. Did you just forget that was a thing?
I smoke and drink a lot.
Wow.
Oh my God. I think I might want to. I'm hot and sweaty right now. I think I might want to put that link as my link description.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, that would be sweet.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Frig.
This is what happens, gang, when you're drunk and on your work computer. You just start doing adding things to your work account.
Anyway, Juice Nation, go to youtube.com and search the belching. You'll see what we're talking about.
My brother Chris is at work. I'm gonna send it to him.
Nice. All right, let's go. Let's get into the juicers because we're 40 minutes in.
Do you think someone asks me to take that down? To take that link down?
Maybe. I should be a little bit more worried than I am because I am in that video.
Oh, it's hilarious though. Oh.
All right, comeback player of the year. Who you got, Smakey? Oh yeah, you have JJ Snots. I have Deshaun Watson.
That's all right.
Same team.
Same
Coach of the year.
Actually, I was looking at you like this is a given, but it really could be up between two people. I got Sean McVay, but it really could go to Sean McVay or Andy Reid.
I have Andy Reid.
Andy Reid is definitely making a strong case for it with Mahomes.
Indeed.
Why I think it's going to be Sean McVay over Andy Reid
is because the total team.
Well, and the fact that the Chiefs, Andy Reid or whatever, the Chiefs always fucking blow it after like 6 weeks.
Well, they're prevalent in our mid-jacks at least. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Who you got?
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, me as well. I think he's pretty much taken over that thing.
Yeah.
The rookie class has been pretty underwhelming, I would say.
For offense, for sure.
Right. What do you got for defensive rookie?
Derwin Williams of the Chargers. Safety.
You mean Derwin James?
Yeah, I don't know why I have Williams.
Sherwin Williams. I bet you that's why.
I don't know why I have Derwin James.
Ask now, has Derwin Williams.
But yeah, Derwin James.
I have Denzel Ward of the Browns.
Yeah,
I know. They're like back and forth.
One or the other, really.
I saw Denzel Ward make some crazy plays, and I'm like, that's the guy. Offensive player.
Todd Gurley.
Nice.
What about you?
Adam Thielen. Adam Odiferous Thielen.
Backstory on the Odiferous. It's Jesse's thing, and I've been using it all day at work today. Every time I go to Emily and Jesse, I'm like, oh yeah, it's this Odiferous person. And then Emily today finally has, why the hell do you keep saying Odiferous?
I forgot to say Marlon Odiferous Mac.
Yeah.
That's why every time for my Brandon McManus Man of the Hour, that's what I've been putting the middle name.
Hey, Scott, if you're still there, if you have a kid, can you name one part of his name Odiferous?
Yeah. Like his last name. Defensive player of the year. I put Khalil Mack.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's about effing time that he wins it, and he was murdered. I mean, it's toned down.
Effing time? He won in 2016.
Yeah, exactly. It's about time he won it. So he's been like a little calmer, I think, as of late.
He's been injured.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's still playing through injury.
He's amazingly dominant.
He, I think, is a reason why their defense is so good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because they have to account for him, and then everyone else can like
Khalil Mack alone should get fans to hate John Gruden. Trading him, trading him here. Amari Cooper for a first-round pick. John Gruden would look like a freaking genius. Though he did get 2 first-round picks from Khalil Mack.
Yeah,
Khalil Mack is worth more than 2 first-round picks.
Think about that. let's just think about that. They have the 2019 first round pick for Khalil Mack, 2019 first round pick for Amari Cooper, and their first round pick. And they're going to suck.
They have 3 first round draft picks.
So they're going to get the Bears first round pick, which is going to be decent, maybe middle of the road. They're going to get Cowboys first round pick, which is going to be decent,
good.
maybe middle of the road.
A lot of people think.
Then theirs is going to be like, oh,
some people think they're tanking for Bosa's brother.
Yeah, Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
If they get first round pick, it's Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa, and then I'm sure they'll draft. They'll try to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't. If they get middle of the road though, they might all.
Do you think they'll try to draft a quarterback, or do you think Tony? I'm sorry, not Tony.
No, they're going for Tony.
Do you think Gruden? Honestly, that's where my joke was going. Do you think Gruden's going to try to go after someone like Peyton Manning or Tony Romo?
Maybe he'll go after C.J. Beathard.
No, he's not. He hasn't been in the league since '98. He needs to find someone who was in the league in '98.
Who did you say?
I said Romo and Peyton Manning.
That's true. He wouldn't go after Kaepernick.
Speaking of Romo, he outcoached Jason Garrett at during the Cowboys game.
Was he the guy, the announcer for that game?
Yeah, they were doing that. Garrett was playing for overtime, and Tony Romo started talking about what they should be doing, spiking the ball, running a play, and doing this or whatever. And Garrett had them do this, and then they talk about clock management. And if they had followed the way that Romo was talking, they would have had a better chance of winning the game. Also, that fucking penalty on that snap was bullshit.
Yeah, I heard that there was some sort of penalty. I actually didn't get to see that game because my parents were in town or something.
So the long snapper, Ladouceur, who's been snapping the ball for 14 seasons, had his hands like this.
Yeah.
He moved one hand to adjust to get ready to snap it, which is perfectly legal. You just can't pick up the ball. He didn't pick up the ball. He just moved his hand, and they got a 5-yard penalty.
Did someone jump?
Nope. They said it was a snap infraction, and he's infarction. And he said he was like this. I've been doing the exact same thing for 14 seasons.
Weird.
Yeah,
I heard there was a little controversy in that. Although 5 yards, and I mean, the guy just clanked it off the side of the upright, so which shouldn't have been. So it shouldn't have been. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it didn't. I don't feel like it really affected him that much because that was for the kick, right?
Yeah.
And he kicked it and he clanked
it. He doinked it, yeah.
But so he could have just as easily done that on that first
I blame the coaching staff. I don't blame the penalty. I don't blame him. I blame the fact that they were trying to go for the tie and not for the win.
Well, go big or go home. And they went big. Or no, they didn't go big.
They went home.
Still went home. So, what's that say? I don't know. League MVP. Who's you got for MVP? Smacky.
Patrick Mahomes.
Dude, so do I. Look at that.
This one's a toss-up because it could also be Gurley. Or Drew Brees. I kind of wanted to throw Drew Brees in there.
No.
But Mahomes is having a fucking out of this world
Todd Gurley's got to break a record. All right. That's how you get to either break a record or come real effing close to breaking a record to be MVP as a wide receiver.
Drew Brees broke a record.
Yeah, but he's quarterback.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Todd Gurley probably wouldn't be. Adam Thielen, if he had 100 yards every single game from now to the end of the season, he might get it. And if you have, because he's tied for the lead right now for 100 games in a row in a season.
Now, 100 games in a
100-yard games in a row.
Gurley? Thielen? Jesus, you went to Thielen.
Yeah, I went to Thielen. Listen, if Thielen had finished the whole season out having a 100-yard game every game this whole season, he might win it.
I wanted to talk about Thielen a little bit off air.
It would, okay. Ominous. AFC champion. I'm just going to glaze right over that.
Kill him. Not really. Where the fuck is Diggs gone?
I don't know, man.
Diggs hasn't done anything. It's just Thielen.
No. Listen.
The white boy connection.
It's the last 2 games only. Like, Diggs before these last 2 games has been fine, but like
Dunzos.
Thielen is like just there. He's just there and he's open all the time. I did it.
I beat you.
He did. In the champagne and in real life.
Champagne Supernova.
You beat me constantly. My wife Brianne's like, why do you stay with him? And I'm like, I don't know. Because you beat me.
Oh.
You know, it was an abuse joke.
Yeah.
AFC champ, why do you need to talk to me about that off air, by the way? Is it racist? Are you racist now?
No.
Is that what happened?
No.
Did you get racist out of nowhere?
I just have history with Thielen.
What?
Not important.
You don't have history.
I Chiefs.
Yeah, me too.
I have a feeling we're gonna have the same. Oh, there's that Duncan.
I'm breaking out the Harpoon Dunkin' Coffee Porter by Harpoon. Classic Porter, check. With Dunkin' Coffee, check. Color, dark brown / black, check. Aroma, espresso, check. Dark chocolate, check. Taste, roasty, malted, and smooth, check. Boston, Massachusetts, Windsor, Vermont, employee owned at Harpoon Brewery on Twitter. I was hoping for a little bit more of a
backstory.
beloved Dunkin' Coffee, bringing robust, toasty notes to this balanced and smooth coffee porter. Oh, there's more. This porter is our tribute to all the days that Duncan has helped us fire up the brew kettle. You want to smell it a little bit?
No.
You want to smell it? You want to take a little swiggy?
No. I should probably not drink anymore anyway.
You should smell it at least.
Belch. Oh, God. Ugh, it smells terrible.
Captain Connecticut. So, you think the Chiefs are taking the AFC Championship? Penis?
Yeah.
Me too. Even though they lost to the Patriots, there was a lot of throws that Mahomes had for touchdowns that he just kind of missed, and I think that was the stage. But I think he won't make that mistake a second time. NFC Championship. Rams.
Yeah.
I have the Vikings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, bitch train. And Super Bowl winner, who do you have?
I got the Rams.
Scott, go start another account on Twitch with bitch train.
Just coming up with gold. He's not probably watching us anymore.
Rams? No, he's definitely not watching anymore. You said Rams Super Bowl winner? I have the Vikings. F it.
I know.
Surprise team, most improved.
So I have 3 teams because I can't decide who's the most improved team. Like I've got the Chargers, which but like if you go off their record from last year to this year, I know. But I've got it's a toss up between the Chargers, Bengals, and Ravens for me. I can't say Browns because they've only won 2 games.
You know, yeah, yes, but they've been in every game.
But I can't say the Browns. I don't know, man. Who do you got?
I said the Browns because they weren't even in any game last year. I feel like, and they've been overtime 4 of the 7 games. They've been in every game.
I was thinking about the Browns as well, but I still feel like they're constantly going.
I know they pissed it up. I mean, they've pissed it up in ways they shouldn't have, but they've been in them, and it's no fault by. I think Mayfield's doing a hell of a job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he'd be runner up for Rookie of the Year, offensive.
If it wasn't for Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Penis. Oh, penis. So, what? Who's your? Well, you gotta pick one, bitch.
I'm gonna go Ravens, most improved team.
I mean, that's a good pick. Ravens have been.
They sucked last year, and they've been very something surprising about them this year. This is like they're scrappy and they're tough. They've got the best defense in the league. Like,
arguably,
the Vikings are not the best defense
Rams.
in the league. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I have a headache all of a sudden, Jesse,
because I blew your mind just now. Dumpy, who's your dump team? Who's your dippy doopy dump team? What's the team that's in the pooper?
of the three teams that I'd have to choose from between the Bills, the Cardinals, and the Raiders, I picked the Cardinals. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Their best defensive weapon wants off the team. They're not using their best offensive weapon correctly. Larry Fitzgerald came back, didn't retire, and now he's been injured and he's playing for a garbage team. Like, they're the worst
But he's
team.
still like their best wide receiver on that team.
Yeah.
Which is
Not good.
it shouldn't really be the case. He should be like a complimentary player
Yeah.
at this point, but he's not. He's got
Like,
he's got to be the best
I
wide
can't
receiver.
necessarily say the Bills because they're scrappy and they've beaten like the Vikings and
No, they've won some big games.
but the Bills, their main issue is the fact that they don't have any receivers and they have no quarterback.
Yeah, well, that's pretty big issues. I'm saying the Raiders.
I could see that too. Like, yeah, I mean,
And they're not getting any better.
No, they're gonna only get worse. They're intentionally tanking.
worse, exactly, and that's why I'm like I think they're just gonna do it. Cardinals, I agree, they're not great. I think they maybe.
Firing Mike McCoy was a good step.
I don't know, man. They're just. I always feel like whenever a coordinator gets fired, it's the coach trying to save their ass.
Oh, absolutely.
Which, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I think Scott's gone.
Oh, he's definitely gone. He probably died of laughter when he went to YouTube, www.youtube.com, and looked up the Belchening, Belchening. Who do you think is going to take the AFC North, you guy? That's the Ravens.
I know. I think the Bengals are going to surprise us and take the AFC North.
I said the Ravens.
Yeah, it's a toss-up, man.
It's a salad toss-up. I think that's like the second or third time I've used.
Not today.
Second, at least, in this podcast.
Really?
Or no, maybe it was right before. That's your bonus YouTube content. We only have 4 minutes left. AFC South.
Texans.
Also have Texans.
Jaguars are just bad all of a sudden. Even their defense.
Well, same thing with the Eagles.
Yeah, good. Good.
Wait a second. You said the Bengals. The Bungles.
Hey, we got some Stallion AJ. Hey, bros.
Oh, that's great job.
Oh,
That's Jeff. Hi,
Is
Jeff.
that the original, the Who Farted one?
Yeah.
God, that would have been a great break.
It was going to be a great brick, and then they fucked us.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck the Vikings, right?
No,
fuck the
that's not what I
Fuck
said
the
at all.
Vikings. Fuck the Vikings.
Oh, yeah, I did kind of say that, though, in a roundabout
you
way.
sure did.
AFC East, bitch. Get on topic.
I don't wanna. The Patriots.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
AFC West Chiefs. We'll just move on from that.
Yeah. But the Chargers could, I like, the Chiefs always somehow piss it down. They're like, so it wouldn't surprise me if the Chargers are good. It's just they happen to be in a good division with the Chiefs. I mean,
yeah, dog. Jeff, what are you doing? Hey, you know what? Jeff just recently finished his first half marathon in Chicago.
hey, good for you, man.
Even though he lives in Colorado, he went to Chicago and ran a half marathon. Jeff runs half marathons himself.
I've only done 3. I'm doing my 4th one in a month. We could talk about the Vikings.
We could talk about the Vikings. By the way, that's topical, Jeff, because who do you think is going to win the NFC North?
I do think it's going to be the Vikings. Right now, I think it's the Bears, but like Mitch Trubisky is not a good quarterback. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's there yet.
He's on the cusp. And I feel like he's got his flash moments, but he's also got the reverse moments where he S's a lot of D.
Hey, thanks, man. I am cooler than Jesse.
Oh, what? That's uncalled for. Plus, you have no idea. He like not cool. He's just not cool. He he fiddles with things he shouldn't be fiddling with.
Haha, fiddles dicks.
Oh, all right. See, that's not a good example about how he's not cooler than me.
Oh,
Wow. That was great.
Thanks, man.
That was great. I'm proud of you.
Hey, thanks.
NFC South.
I will say that I think I kind of hate the Packers more now that I'm friends with you. I hated the Packers.
Feed your hate.
I've hated the Packers for the last 4 years because of every playoff the Cowboys are in. The
Well,
Packers
yeah.
have kicked them
There
out.
you go.
But like, since I've become your friend, I like find myself rooting against the Bears, Lions, and the Packers.
Well, I don't. Well, first of all,
But then I also root against the Vikings because I don't want your team to be better than mine.
well, I
No, it
came
is.
into our relationship, Nick, not liking the Cowboys in the first place.
Yeah.
So I just kind of continue the trend, but I like to be like, hey man, that sucks.
Hey, I
I
appreciate
probably like them a little bit more, although that's still not a lot. Although I am also in the same boat with you about all the NFC East teams. Fuck them, basically.
Yeah. Fuck them all in the A.
Especially the Eagles, because the Eagles pretty much made
And
us
their
look like
fans. Fuck the
fucking-
Eagles and their
Oh,
fans.
those guys are stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're
I've had
watching.
shits that I've
Unless
cared
you're-
more about.
Unless you're watching, then
Fuck you.
then you're great. Just
Nope.
Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
I'm not selling out for no fucking Eagles fans.
Yeah, fuck them. They eat shit.
is so
They
vulgar.
literally eat shit.
This is a vulgar podcast. That's true. Vulgar podcast.
NFC South. Jeff, if you just joined
Saints.
us, we've been drinking for a while. We finished off our bottles of champagne, and now I'm drinking Dunkin' Donut Coffee Porter.
I had 5-star water before I came over.
Neat. Did you say Saints?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
NFC East, bro. It's tough.
I'm going to still say the Cowboys.
All right. I mean, it's kind of
It is
It's
a
a
toss
little-
up. Like, it's
it's
tough.
a little-
Like, I don't think it's going to... The Redskins are currently in first place, but I don't think it'll be the Redskins.
By the way, I said Saints for the other thing, and I'm saying the Redskins now.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Even though I think they're dumb and I don't like the way they run their organization.
Mm-hmm.
A la Kirk Cousins.
Like I'm still
But thank you, by the
There's
way.
still something about the Eagles, and I'm waiting for them to.
Yeah, dog.
The Eagles are waiting to I think they're
Champagne.
just waiting to piece everything together, and then they're going to be good again. But I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, Eagles are kind of like a fucking.
I can't.
They're lying in wait. They're
Yeah,
like
I know.
they're just
It's
right about
their
ready to
offense
just
isn't
like
quite good enough yet, and their defense isn't quite good enough yet. But it just seems like once they hit their strides,
Right.
they're going to be very
well,
unstoppable.
Ajayi went down for the season.
Yeah.
Like that isn't good for them.
They'll get Darren Sproles back soon, but not for a little bit.
Right. NFC West Rams.
Yeah,
Is an agreed upon thing.
the Cardinals.
If anyone can do it, it's David Johnson and you and I. You and I. You and I. Panther Pride, bro. Wow, wow. That's
it.
no, dog.
Is
We
it?
got to pick our games. We didn't even pick the games.
I know, but that's
dog.
it of our. Hey,
Yeah,
Jesse,
yeah,
say
no,
hi
that's
to your
it.
wife for me.
Ah, wink, wink. Only if you say hey, your wife for me.
Whoa.
Haha, wink. Haha.
You
Anal.
dick that one up.
That is what I did. For those of you just listening, I winked at the camera. That was for Jeff.
Wink.
Anywho, Miami versus Houston Tuesday night football. Tuesday night football.
Tuesday Night Football.
Yep. Gruden
Well-
hosted again.
This week on Tuesday Night Football, I think the Houston Texans are going to beat the fuck out of the Dolphins.
Me too. Oh shit!
Dolphins have
we
no
didn't even
wide
do.
receivers.
Whoa! We didn't even do so one week.
Oh.
Just a second.
Say what? Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
You can't stop. You can't stop.
Oh, no, no.
Pick of the week. Okay. What's your say what pick of the week, Mitch? Bitch Tick
I don't
McGee.
know.
I have Cleveland.
Can we bitch Tiss McGee?
Yeah. Beating Pittsburgh. That's what I have. They were close the first time, and they didn't do it. And they're going to do it this time. They're going to make Ben Roethlisberger eat his own dick.
The only one I could say is the Broncos beating the Chiefs, but that's fucking ridiculous.
It is a divisional game, though.
I know.
Crazy stuff happens. I'll do it. I'll put you down for it.
Fuck it, whatever. Broncos beating the Chiefs, even though I don't believe it.
Oh, he believes it. You'll believe it a ton when it happens. So, Philly versus Jacksonville.
I think Jacksonville will win.
Hi, Aaron. It's me, Jesse. I'm on a show now. Did you say Jacksonville? I said Philly.
Yes.
It's kind of it's we just talked about both these teams eating dicks after last season, and now they have to play each other. It's interesting. Baltimore versus Carolina.
Baltimore. Never mind. I'm going to switch this to go Carolina.
All right. I have Carolina. Denver is your say what pick of the week.
Yeah.
And I have Kansas City because I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. I have Cleveland as my say what pick of the week.
I'm picking Pittsburgh.
Sounds good. Seattle versus Detroit. This is actually an interesting kind of game.
Detroit. But
I have Detroit as well, although I'd like them to lose. I feel like they're just also very quietly like winning games.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I just don't.
Well, the only
I don't
thing
know.
that they were ever missing was a running game, and now they have a running game, and they have snacks.
That's right. I forgot about Kerryon Johnson. I've on beginning of the year, but
It's too late.
yeah, like Barkley's been good this whole season, pretty much. Kerryon Johnson has just come on late.
Well, because they weren't like using it. Ooh. No, there's definitely a lag, but
yeah, there's like 48 seconds.
yeah, it's pretty big. But Browns taking it overtime. That is a hot take. He agrees with me. That makes sense because agreeing with me makes sense. Tampa Bay versus Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Me as well. The New York Jets versus the Chicago Bears.
Bears.
I have Bears as well. Washington versus the Giants.
Washington.
I have Washington as well. Indianapolis versus Oakland Raiders.
Indianapolis.
I have Indianapolis as well. San Francisco versus Arizona Cardinals.
San Francisco.
I have San Francisco as well. Green Bay versus the Rams.
I thought about picking Green Bay as a say what pick of the week, but I can't pick Green Bay because of fuck them. So
They're gonna be. He's gonna be an asshole this whole game. I swear. I have the Rams as well, though. This is New Orleans versus Minnesota in Minnesota. Ooh, this is a tough game.
that'll be a good
This
game.
is a tough effing game.
I'm gonna pick the Saints.
This game scares the shit out of me. I have Minnesota. New England versus Buffalo.
New England.
Yeah. And that's Monday Night Football.
I know.
Ugh.
Though this one wouldn't surprise me if Buffalo is scrappy and
Well, one of the main reasons that Buffalo beat Minnesota is because they had what's his face, not Trent Murphy. He was a defensive end who just was in all the time and killed everyone. It was just all over Cousins constantly, and he's injured, so he's not going to play it. So I wish I could remember his name, but I can't. And at this point, I don't give a sniz.
yeah.
On your buys, we have Atlanta, Dallas,
Yes, thankfully.
Chargers, and Tennessee. Squeezes that juice with squeeze. Jalen Richard, Doug Martin,
Doug Martin, kind of. I've been bouncing back and forth if I want to go try to get him or not.
Austin Eckler. I have him, but I'm not playing him this week. As Doug Martin, I mean. Sterling Shepard.
You know who I
Marlon
found
Mack,
to be
Mitchell
available on our
Trubisky.
low league?
And Washington's defense, who is playing against the Jets.
Chris Godwin was still available in our low league, and he's been consistent with all but one game this season. He's had at least 50 yards and a touchdown.
I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot of trust there.
Yeah.
Much like...
I went out and picked him up just in case.
I feel like
Did you see the trade that I made in our low league today?
No, but I saw that one. No, low league. No, what happened?
Traded Deshaun Watson and Corey Clement for Tom Brady,
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
You told me that.
which I think is a fine trade. Like
Well-
he needed a running back
Who is
really
he?
bad. McShane, Chris.
Here's the
Thanks
thing
for
about
the
that. He's
turn.
gonna have to drop somebody. Then you just pick up who he drops.
He dropped. He dropped. Bilal Powell.
Blah blah.
So and Corey Clement, Wendell Smallwood's injured, so it sounds like he's going to be like their run game offense.
Well, man, they're in a hurt wagon.
Yeah, they are. Fuck them.
They should have gotten Hyde.
I don't think trades are done. Like, I'm surprised the Patriots haven't traded the trade for someone after Sony Michel got injured.
There's some talks about, man, there's a lot of really, like, running back is actually pretty sparse if you think about it. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of injured running backs.
Yeah.
Weird. Didn't somebody pick up Jamal Charles?
Yeah, they the Jags, but then they cut him.
Oh, well,
They cut him when Carlos Hyde got traded.
No. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So that's recent. So he's out there.
Wouldn't surprise me if the Titans try to trade like either Deion Lewis or Derrick Henry.
So there's an interest. What? They wouldn't trade Derrick Henry.
You never know.
Here's an interesting thing.
I'm just trying to think of
DeMarco
teams
Murray's still out there.
I know. I'm trying to think of teams that have multiple decent running backs that could be traded.
There's something interesting going on with like so what is it? Mariota and Bortles and somebody else are coming into their final season, like their 5th-year option.
James
kind of thing.
Winston?
Yeah, James Winston. Not Bortles. Bortles was with like Teddy Bridgewater or something, and Blaine. No, not Blaine Graham. But oh, piss my brains. Anyway, who would you rather have, Winston or Mariota?
Neither, but I'd take Winston over Mariota.
You'd have to have one in this
Winston.
scenario. I don't know. Let's just assume that both of them will stay good or will stay clean and will not miss any more games and not be injured.
I'd probably go Winston.
I think I might go Mariota.
Mariota's safer, but he's definitely regressed. Like each season, he's gotten worse.
Well,
James has kinda stayed the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gotten worse.
I don't want either of them. Like I'd still rather take Dak over. Like I like to compare Dak to the other quarterbacks, and I'd still rather take Dak over Mariota.
Was he the
and
same? Was he
Winston.
the same year as those two?
No, Dak was after them.
Well, then you can't compare them.
Mariota
Oh, nice.
is what Jeff is saying.
Yeah, because he's smart. Jeff, that makes sense.
I've just never really thought Mariota was like. I just never really thought he was all that good.
Well, neither did I about Winston. Winston's never been really.
I know.
that good.
I agree. I agree. Derek Carr, I think, is in their same class.
No, he was in Teddy Bridgewater's class. I'm trying to think of what Bortles' draft class was. Because no, not until I find this out.
Okay.
People want to know this stuff. 2014, ranking the 14 quarterbacks from the 2014 NFL Draft. Oh, this is super effing interesting. Holy cow. Derek Carr. Garoppolo. Are you paying attention?
Yes.
Derek Carr. Garoppolo's. Bertles. Teddy Bridgewater. AJ McCarron.
Macaroon.
AJ Macaroon.
AJ Macaroon.
Thomas Odiferous Savage. David Fales. Garrett Gilbert. Garrett Gilbert? Who the dick is that? Oh, Johnny Manziel. Zach Mittenbaker. Aaron Murray, Taj Bard, Keith Winning, no longer quarterback. Logan Thomas Bills. Oh, was he a tight end? Yeah, so... No, that draft class sucked balls. I would say Teddy Bridgewater is the best.
You know where you could probably find out a lot of this information? by listening to our podcast on TuneIn Radio
Yeah. Or Google Play Musics. Nice.
or iTunes Music or iTunes. Just iTunes. Just iTunes.
iTunes Music. Stitcher.
Hey, fuckers, if you got a question for us, tweet at us at ProFBJuice,
Hashtag Juice Nation. Or you could ask us the questions there or that on the Facebooks.
Email us at profootballjuice@gmail.com.
Or you can, hey, and if you want to freaking watch us, man, bros, every time we do this business, we're on twitch.tv/profootballjuice. And you can watch previous episodes on the YouTubes.
Belch. Thanks for Canadian Brewing. What did we forget? Oh, the outro.
Yeah, well, you surprised me.
Well, it's because otherwise we were never gonna end, Jesse.
I know. Kahoof. Thanks to Smoky Room Foam.
Hey, thanks to Brad.
Thanks to Shmalamali.
Thanks to Bellator. Oh, Jeff asked us, you do this like a different time every week? So we were doing Tuesdays, but we've switched to Wednesdays now.
Wednesdays at 8-ish. Steve over here showed up at 9.
I was watching a movie, and during the month of October, I like to try to do a horror movie every night. So tonight I was watching a movie, and I wanted to do it before the podcast because it just would have been too late.
Well, and
I would have been way too drunk. I would have fallen asleep.
The booze. Did we forget something? I feel like we forgot.
Fuck you, Brandon McManus. I think that's it.
All right. Peace. Hey, thanks, Jeff, for coming in on.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff and Scott, for tuning in. It's always fun to have people watching. Scott just disappeared.
Scott. Oh yeah, Scott. Thanks too. It was fun. Real Sex on HBO.
I used to watch Real Sex on HBO.
Yeah, me too. It was
usually
great
when I was in high school, so I could.
Well, yeah, obviously. I remember one specific episode where Jeff was like, "Oh, there's no way that girl's a dude," and it was a dude.
Bet it was real difficult to explain it to your penis then, huh?
Well, you know what though? In his defense, that dude was hot.
Hey.
Oh, I have set my children with that one.
Kids. Talk about hot dudes. See ya.
Late. Bye, Jeff. Jeff. Bye, Jeff.